We are live.
Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Cedric and Kirsten here from Utopia Wellness, and we're sitting on the top of our water tank.
We're kind of being lizards.
Yeah.
You know, we sunbaking on the water tank like lizard will do.
Yep, it's so cold in the house. I said to Cedric, I have to get outside for this one. We must get outside. So we actually ended up getting on top of our water tank. So we're feeling...
We're not in the middle of it or else we might fall in. We're on the edge.
I'm on the edge.
Of glory. Are you guys on the edge? Is it good to live on the edge?
Oh, maybe the creative edge.
The creative edge.
Yeah.
I reckon there's always an edge.
As long as it's feeling like a creative edge. For me, I think the creative edge is where you want to be.
For me, it's like being on the edge and then you just want to fly. And you just fall and fly and surrender to whatever comes your way and bring on all possibilities and joy and creation and fun.
How does it get better than fun?
How does it get better than that? Live on the edge.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Well, there's a few things that come up throughout the week, didn't it?
What was your favourite?
I like the one about the 6-pack of beers.
So not your abs?
No, no. I think we've got 8 of those.
Cedric might have 8.
I do eat people. Come on.
You eat people?
No, I do not eat people. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. That article was about Corona beer. If you're a fan, then you'll be happy to hear this. Corona beer is leading the way by using biodegradable, edible rings. You know, the rings that hold a 6-pack together?
Did you see? What? Edible? Does that mean human can eat it?
Yeah, so you can actually eat it if you want to.
See?
So that way you don't need your peanuts or your chips with your beer. You've got your 6-pack ring.
6-pack ring, and you can dip it. You can dip it and eat it. So you don't have to buy chips. Is that what you're saying?
I think, look at that. Corona are providing your snacks with your beer.
I'm not too sure how many people are touching that ring. Oh, no. I don't think it's a good idea.
Cedric.
Sorry. That could be understood in many different ways, by the way. So don't go there. Right. So that's good. It's biodegradable. The good part about this is that when we throw the plastic rings, it doesn't, go into animal stomachs or get stuck into their beak or their feet or they get tangled up.
Yeah, I think with the beer rings, it was more about them actually ending up with it stuck around their neck. In fact, that brings together, it was the movie Happy Feet, where Robin Williams' penguin actually had a beer ring that was jammed around his throat. Do you remember that?
Not fun.
Yeah, so yay for Corona. Starting people doing that. Speaking of leading the way with that sort of initiative, the other post that went up this week that was popular with you guys was the Mindil markets, which are actually markets that are held by the beach in Darwin. So if you're not in Australia, Darwin is in the Capital Territory, Northern Capital Territory, up the top.
Yeah.
And the Mindil markets have decided to go single-use plastic free. So every single stall holder at the markets there is not using single-use plastics of any kind. So everything is biodegradable or compostable or reusable. How does it get better than that?
Reusable is a good thing, isn't it?
Reusable is all definitely a good thing. So you can, even if guys... I was saying how it would be really awesome if our kombucha markets locally here, there are big markets, and let's face it, there's big markets all over the place these days. Wouldn't it be awesome if all the markets started to do the same thing, if they all went single-use plastic free? But you don't have to actually wait for them to do it. If you like to go to the markets and you like to get yourself something to eat or drink, what's stopping you from taking along your own reusable cup?
Or containers.
And you can even buy little take with you cutlery sets these days, so that's a way of avoiding all of that plastic cutlery too.
It's
So
just, yeah.
So how does it get better than that?
Just using what you've got at home, it's amazing. I mean, Kirsten goes to the butcher shop now, and she brings her own container to put the stuff in.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll find that your local butchers, just ask them, can I bring my own containers? Would that be okay with you? And I've both of the butchers that are very close by me here, grass-fed meat guys.
Yum.
They will allow you to bring your own containers.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't be shy. The more of us that start doing it, the better. And so that was our other thing. Now, whoa, what else we got going on?
Am I getting a tan? It's starting to feel the heat now.
Receive those vitamin
I've got
Ds.
that black shirt on. It's absorbing the heat.
So no, you're not feeling
No,
like
I'm
you're
not taking
freezing
my shirt
anymore?
off. It's okay.
A study this week found that the amount of time parents spend getting their kids ready for school in the mornings over the course of a week adds up to a whole another work day. So if you have kids that you got to get ready for school each day, this will come as no surprise to you at all. You'll go, oh good, it's not just me. We spend lots of time chasing them. Have you got this? Have you got that? You haven't got your shoes on yet. Have you eaten your breakfast?
Yep. Try be a teacher. That's another cuttlefish.
Is it another kettle of fish?
Isn't that the term?
Kettle.
Kettle of fish, not the cattle. Kettle of fish. Sorry.
Yeah, so if you want to spare a thought, guys, or all the parents who spend, lots of time stressing over getting their kids ready for school, and then what do? You hand them over to school teachers.
Yes.
And this is why, one of the reasons that Cedric now
I love my holidays.
only works 4 days a week.
I love my holidays.
Because he likes to have a long weekend off from chasing the kids. But
and besides, if I don't do that, I don't have time to catch up with you lovely people.
yeah.
And do yoga and do things you love in life.
Mm-hmm.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like it.
Yeah, we do. Speaking of things we like, we went to our school fete on the weekend.
Yeah, so last Sunday was the Barali School Fair, and Barali Steiner School near Beechmere. If you haven't heard of it, do check it out. And we were participating on one of the stalls there, and it was called Bars for Barali, organised by Christine Dillon. Hi, Christine. And she said, hey, I've had this idea. We have a few bars practitioners, and if you're not sure what the bars is, it's 32 points on your head that when you connect lightly with those points with your fingertips, it runs kind of like a defrag for your mind and your body and your being, which is awesome. And you feel really relaxed and clear-headed afterwards. So we banded together. We said, yeah, this sounds like a great idea. We ran this stall. We had lots and lots of people who came and lined up and jumped in the chairs. We had 3 chairs lined up, camper recliner chairs, so people were super comfy. And
it got busy.
We got very busy, and we more than mate the target. Christine had a target that she wanted to hit for raising money for the school, because we're building a new library in stage 2 soon, and we went over the target. So how does it get better than that? It was a really good day.
And a lot of people haven't received the bars before.
Yeah, it was their first time.
The bars, we're not talking about cocktails and having a drink, by the way.
Oh.
No, if you want to know
that's
more,
tonight, right?
That's tonight, right? So if you can go to YouTube and search Access Consciousness.
The bars.
And you'll have more information about all of this as well.
Yeah, so if you ever wanted to try it out, you can absolutely contact us to have a session, or Christine Dillon. We'll have to get her to add her link in the comments below. Now,
what else?
What else? Hey, great news. There was a study done in the States where they took a group of people from different locations, different cities, different families, different socio-demographics, and they took urine tests to measure the amount of herbicides showing up in their urine, of which it turned out that most of them had about 40 different herbicides showing up in their urine, guys. So yeah, that is a lot. And they put them all onto an all-organic diet, and they kept taking urine tests daily to see how things were changing. And you know, it only took 6 days, and they had a drop of, where was it? A drop of, average drop of 60.5% in those herbicides. Now, of the 40 herbicides that they did detect in their urine, the three main ones that they link with cancer and autism and things like that. One of them is organophosphates. That had dropped by 70% after 6 days on the organic diet. Another one called malathion had actually dropped by 95%.
That's a lot.
Like, you know, how awesome is that? And then there was another one that was chloropyr. Oh gosh, the third one, it was around the 60% mark that it had dropped by. So if you're wondering, you know, really, you know, how good is it to switch to eating as much organic as you can? There you go. Your body is so amazing at being able to bring itself back into balance and clear stuff that it can take as little as 6 days to drop those levels. And what's good about that is that all those herbicides, they can have effects on our systems hormonally and all in our head, many ways, as well as obviously affecting your gut biome, because, you know, if it's meant to kill bugs, then it's going to be killing.
And if it does that, then
all your bugs.
Your immune system is compromised, and so it has a ripple effect. And so whatever you put in your mouth, consider what is it that you put in your mouth? Is it going to be helpful to the body?
Yeah, check in with the body. And that's a lovely segue, thank you, because the immune system is something that is also profoundly affected when you are set in your nervous system to either fight or flight, or into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is when they call it, they have another nickname, it's called rest and digest. When you can train your nervous system to deal with stress in a better way and be mostly in your rest and digest mode, it boosts your immune system.
How awesome is that?
That's fantastic. And so that's actually what happens if you have a regular yoga practice, or really, you know what, any kind of practice that helps you to feel calm and relaxed and happy from the inside is going to be training your nervous system to be in that state.
Where you breathe with ease and, you know, you have less tension.
Yeah, and less overthinking, because that's the other thing that's happening when we are overthinking. Did you know that every thought you think actually requires adrenaline? So it links then that if you are stuck in your head and you've got a lot of stuff going on and on and on and on, it's using your adrenaline, which then can make you link in with things like chronic fatigue, because you're actually wearing down your energy systems. Your adrenals get fatigued. It all has a flow-on effect. So whatever you can do to have a daily habit of bringing yourself into awareness of what's happening for you from the inside out, and actually retraining your nervous system to be more in that parasympathetic state, the better it's going to be for you all around. And if it's good for you, you'll be happier. It flows to your loved ones. If it flows to your loved ones and helps them be happier, it flows to the community. And this is how we create, you know, change must first come from within. So speaking of, one of the awesome ways to...
So what energy, space and consciousness can you be that you can be that relaxed state and that energy that will just spread to the rest?
Yeah. Because you are receiving and transmitting all the time, right? And you have the power to choose what kinds of things are going on here and here. And so if we come back into the intelligence of the heart, what's known as the intelligence of the heart, that is going to help you to be much more connected with that calm well-being. So that links in with one of the reasons why we run yoga. And then this Sunday we have our restorative yoga mini retreat, which is a few hours later on a Sunday afternoon. This Sunday is our next one. And it's a deep system reset. Lots of stillness, lots of gentleness, suitable for anybody who really needs to have a full reset back into parasympathetic nervous system mode. And it helps you to have the best sleep. We have people tell us about how they have the most amazing sleep when they go home, or it feels like they had a week's catch-up sleep just coming along to the mini retreat.
Allows you to connect with the intelligence of the heart.
Yeah.
And so as you undergo this relaxation and shutting down the analytical brain, you go into the creativity and to the expansion of self.
And that timeless part of that we sometimes when we get to the end of it and people go, where did the time go? Because they drop deeply. So we use creative processes. We use music, very well selected playlist by DJ Cedric.
And poetry by Kirsten.
Yeah, so I have a selection of great books that I read from poets like Rumi or authors like Deepak Chopra. And yeah, we really love to share that with people. And if you're interested in knowing more, you can always get in contact with us.
Definitely.
I think that's our wrap.
I think that's it. That's the wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Do get outside and get some vitamin D's in, guys, because it's really, really good for you too.
The sky is gorgeous today. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Peace.